So I graduated from high school in 1984, and I went to college for 4 years and stayed and got my graduate degree. So I was at university from 84 through 89. And in the fall of 1984, my grandmother volunteered to purchase a Macintosh for me. So that's when the Macintosh first came out in 1984, beginning of 1984. And before, in high school, when I had to write a paper, I would write things out longhand, and I'd go down to the library, and it wasn't a very big library, whether it was my high school library or the town library, and I'd take out primary sources, and I'd write stuff out, and then I'd try to bring stuff together in a rough draft, and I'd write it out by hand. And then I would typically, once I had a rough draft, then I'd write another draft by hand. And then once I was ready to write my 5-page paper or whatever it was, then I took out my mom and dad's Smith Corona typewriter, and I put the black ink cartridge in the typewriter, and I'd type it up. And if I made a mistake, I'd put in the white ink cartridge, and I'd type over my black letters, and I'd go over it. And there was no, copying and pasting one paragraph over another or something like that. So in the fall of 1984, when I got my Macintosh computer, and I had to do a lot more writing, for me, it was a big jump up as far as what I had to do in my English classes and my history classes, my Western civilization classes in college, as opposed to high school. So I was doing a lot more writing in college, and that was a huge leap, right? Because I started, when I got my Macintosh for the first maybe year, I would still write things out longhand. I'd still get primary, there really wasn't widespread use of the internet at that time, so I'd still go get primary sources and write out drafts and then start typing things in. But then you started to learn that, hey, you can copy and paste, and you can shift ideas around. And so I gradually learned in my first 3 or 4 years at university to start writing drafts on a computer and kind of transform them as I was changing my ideas or changing what I wanted to say. And that's a huge shift, right? From having to go to a library, or where all of your sources are only books. They're only books, to now being able to do everything electronically and being able to get information from sources that are far away, and